Welcome to Vintage Coin Op Restorations and our latest project. Here we just uncrated a 1939 Evans 10 strike. This is the second version. The first version is a black silhouette of a man bowling. This is the second version of it. Cabinet seems very secure. I don't see any real large delaminating, though someone at one time did restore this machine. It's been repainted, refinished, and some repairs, but it's very rough. But otherwise, you know, someone did a halfway decent job, and just to keep it in its original condition. However, inside, we haven't even plugged it in. Someone has done some, I have not even pulled it out just a little bit, has done some extensive rewiring here. There are no schematics to this machine, so hopefully they are just replacing wires that were old and crunchy. And I know for a fact that green wire that we see down there, that was a rubber wire, even on the originals, and if you don't replace it, it will eventually just deteriorate. So you could see someone else has already done that, and these are little details that I just noticed right away. If you look real close, you can see left solder on the bottom of the board there. I mean, all that little sloppy solder work, it catches up to you. You got to make sure that when you repair these things, you clean and detail so all the loose stuff doesn't get around. In fact, if you look real close, you can see all that green gunk down there. That was the old green wire that I was speaking of, and someone replaced it with a new green wire, which is probably appropriate. But you know, the detail, they didn't clean and detail all this stuff. Just by looking at the machine and the film of, you know, dirt on it, that alone can make this machine work the way it wants to and not correctly. Like I said, I haven't even pulled this whole machine out. I'm just taking a peek. Yeah, see, somebody put a little sticker here, which is appropriate again too, but all the crud in here, this is from 1939, and right now, just by looking at it, it looks like someone just kind of did a quick clean and detail on it. And another thing I see is these light bulbs. I don't think should be touching the should be touching the frame there, because if you look, you have your green wire here, which is your hot, and you have your other wire. Oh yeah, you're right. Your wire here is the hot wire, and the whole unit itself is grounded. So that, yeah, so that's what they're doing there. So I guess it really wouldn't matter, but it's questionable. I'd like to take a look at that later. Yeah, so much of this just has not been touched. This is like a little, there should be oil inside there a little bit. It's a gas shock that slows down this thing from slamming back so hard. And let's take a look back there. Yeah, all the bakelite on most of these light bulbs are usually shot. So if you watch any of my videos, I just end up rewiring and putting new sockets on all these bulbs. It's always a problem. So I actually have another 10 strike that I can show you here. The same thing, we haven't got to it yet, but you can see that the rubber green wire is always crumbling. So like I said, there's just another one that we've been working on. But we're gonna take a look at this and then eventually try to fire it up and see what it does. But right now we're just looking at it. It looks very nice. Playfield looks very good as far as I can see. The mannequin has been repainted, though in good shape. Though I'm not sure about that crack there, if that's a repair. Take a look on the inside. We have a rheostat here that can't tell you if I've ever seen this one like that. You have your tilt mechanism, and it's tripped. Okay, and well, it will never trip because that's supposed to be inside the hole. So maybe they need to lower that down. Taking a look at all this up here. What's this? Okay, we've got a little repair work up on top here. Or a bumper of some sort. Not sure if that's original. I have seen it done on some, but we'll have to do a little investigation here. We're not even sure what's wrong with this machine, if there is anything wrong with it. But we're just going to do a quick evaluation and plug her in and see what kind of life we get. So hang tight as we get to the next phase. Though this back glass is absolutely beautiful. It really isn't much. There's two little dings over here. And oh, I see one thing. All this here, this whole top piece is plexi. Yep, and even this whole front is plexi. There should be a stainless steel bar going across here that separates glass and glass. This should all have been it's a curved piece of real glass that in most of the machines that you find now, they're usually broken. So we'll have to get that replaced. So let's get her fired up. Well, okay, well here we are, and I plugged it in, and I faintly see some light coming through, so our projector unit is kind of working. Well, it is working, but it's not lined up, and this is always a problem with these, and but that's not the major issue. But let's kind of go around and see what it does. Now, I didn't put the coin mechanism in there. Basically, I'm just going to go ahead and give this a push forward where like the coin mechanism will be. But as I see up on top here, we've got some new switches or something going on up here. I'm not exactly sure. Also, if you look really close on the that finger there, somebody glued looks like a little pinball bumper in the front of that. It should not be that long, because right now you can see how far that would have pushed the ball, because the ball's got to sit in the man's hand. So enough talking about it. Let's just see what happens. I'm gonna push the coin in. Okay, the machine wants to reset, and it's actually giving us the ball. So by having the ball here, we should be able to press it, and okay, there we go. We got something going on. Something is keeping it stuck, and that's not good. So right there, I'm gonna turn this thing off, and because we don't need to keep that coil energized, otherwise it will fry that coil, and that's the heart of the game right there. Question, why is it doing that? I couldn't tell you. Like I said, this whole machine has been kind of limped together, and obviously someone did some work in there to get it to operate, and it might have, but the only way to do these machines is from top to bottom. Literally, go through all and each and every one of those contacts and make sure that there's no junk, dirt, grease. And the fact that some of these things are as old as it is, well, I could actually see somebody did some sanding on, looks like a piece of solder or something. Yeah, so all these little things are just, they limp them along. And it's not the fault of let's say, person who restored it or tried to fix it. It's just these machines were made for one thing. They were made for money, making money. And at the time, the operator is not worried about what it looked like, how it operated, just that when you put money in it, the ball comes down and the man kind of throws it, and that was about it. Because anything else, you'd put your money in there and go, oh, it didn't really work right, or some people didn't even know how it's supposed to work. So that's where you're at with that, and the only way to really figure it all out is start from scratch and trace and pull every one of those wires to make sure that the wire joints are good. Because there is a thing called the cold joint. I mean, you'll look at it and say it's good, but the only way that you have to test that wire through a continuity tester to make sure that there's power going through that particular solder. So it happens. So there you have it. If you have one of these machines for sale or you need one restored, please give us a call. We're located in Chicago, Illinois. Our phone number is area code 630-624-7466. Thanks for watching.